I'm looking at your tomato.
Yeah,
Thriving.
They get a lot of attention here, and they also don't get a lot of disease or insect pressure like the veggie gardens do. So they tend to do very well.
Why do you think that is? I guess because there aren't that many.
Yeah, I mean,
so
they're
protected?
standing alone, there's nothing around it. I check on them every single day, whereas I don't necessarily get to the veggie gardens every day. So this is my little Zen relaxation space. So I started it before I managed to get the veggie garden back into life, and I couldn't be without growing vegetables. So I started them in pots, and then I loved doing it. I come out here, I water them, I look after them. No, Lily. Lily. And so now it's just for enjoyment. But to start with, it was because I wanted food, yeah.
And I think the solutions that you have in place are very accessible. We get plastic pots quite easily here in Lusaka.
Yeah.
And this?
So this is sweet potatoes. And these, yeah, I get beautiful sweet potatoes from here.
Is this a galvanized dish you got on the side of the road?
Yes.
From the metalwork guys?
Yes.
Oh, this is lovely.
Yeah, so it's been great. I've had spinach in here. I had herbs, and then I decided that I wanted sweet potatoes. So now it's sweet potatoes.
Really easy. And in terms of watering, do you think that this is very economical from your experience?
They need more watering because
okay.
they don't retain the water, but it's not a lot of water because it's a very compact space. So they need more regular watering, but it's not necessarily more water than what you're putting on veggie gardens.
Okay, now I've started petting the dogs. Now it's going to be a problem. Both of them are not going to leave me alone. Are you? Are you? Okay, relax. Okay, relax. Okay, now that's very interesting. And yeah, obviously if anyone's doing this, they must always remember to drill drainage holes at the bottom.
At the bottom, yeah. So obviously it's going to be expensive to buy compost to fill it, and if you don't have access to compost. So what I did was, when they were raking leaves every day, I filled this with leaves, and then I put gumboots on and I stamped them down, and then we just did the top layer, and then we watered it a lot.
Until it settled.
Yeah. And then you plant into your compost at the top, but underneath you've got all that leaf
matter.
And then it rots down, so you have to keep topping it up.
The other thing that I think is so fantastic, besides how healthy everything is looking, I was looking at this. You actually have a tree that is fruiting in a pot.
Yes.
How old is this?
A couple of months. I mean, I bought it was about that big. Yeah, a couple of months. And it's a bit of an experiment. I've never done a mulberry in a pot. So what I'm just doing is, as they shoot up high, I'll cut it. I want to try and make it into a bush.
So you wanted to branch out by cutting it back.
So hopefully lots of branches, so we get lots of fruit without it becoming a big tree.
And the thing about it that I like is that you can also manage it, because obviously the more you can manage it, keep it short, and you can pick your own fruit.
Yes.
Now this is really interesting in terms of how in a relatively small courtyard, so to speak, a person can actually grow enough food for a small household.
I come out here every evening and get our kale, spring onions and baby spinach. Spinach, actually, I have found so much easier to grow in pots. I struggle with it in the garden.
Really?
Yeah. It dries out so quickly, insects get it, and in the heat it just withers away. But here I can do it all year round, and you get heaps. This is spinach as well. Yeah.
And your rosemary and all your other herbs by the
herbs.
side.
Yeah. Then in here I've got basil. Doesn't do well in winter, but usually we have big basil plants. And then in here I've just sprinkled some mixed lettuce seeds. So we'll pick that as baby leaf mix.
And so this is where the magic happens, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Everything that you've been growing in all the other beds
mostly
starts
here. Yeah. So I do a potting mix. This is where I do invest a little bit. So I do a potting mix with cocoa peat and EcoBiz worm castings. Mix that together, and that's what the seedlings start in. I really enjoy the process of planting the seeds. 2 or 3 I find it very relaxing.